Good evening, and it is definitely evening. It's full dark now. I'm heading out on the first truck camp for me in this new toy, and the place where I've chosen to go is a little naughty, so I've had to leave it until dark to turn up, and even then I don't know whether I'm going to be able to stay there. Someone might tell me to clear off, shall we say, quite simply. Our little boys in blue. We'll see what happens. Let's get there. Well, I've parked up. It's a car park. It's Forestry Commission, and not a sign of anyone. Although strangely, the camera's not focusing on it. Let me move over a little bit closer. It's the TARDIS. Someone's dropped a Portaloo thing here. Well, that might be handy later. That's quite handy, having the tailgate to use as a table. I was putting a brew on. It's getting a bit chilly. It's getting a bit later. It's coming up for 9. I had something to eat before I come out, so there's no need for food. I have got a pot noodle with me if I get munchy, but I think coffee will do. Right, here's the setup for the night. Got the good old British Army medium weight bag, because it is still quite chilly. A little inflatable pillow up in the top. I've got 2 layers of foam underneath me. I didn't bother with a full sleep mat. Because the truck bed is only 5 foot long, I've got to go diagonal. So of course, head in one corner, feet in the other corner. My proper sleep mats being square just didn't work, so foam was the answer. Although it's not exactly hard in the back of here, because I have used a remnant of carpet from work, which I've cut to fit the low bed, and there is actually proper carpet foam insulation or underlay underneath it, so it's squishy enough, let's put it that way. Just stuck my bag in the corner, got the ratchet strap across that corner just to stop the bag falling on me in the night. Got lighting in the back here, courtesy of the Sunblesser Bivy light, which is perfect for something this size, it really is. And what I've brought with me, just in case, I brought some beers, but I've got the nanny state beers again. So very, very low alcohol, like I think 0.5%. I can have a couple of beers, and if I do get busted camping here and they say get out, I can drive away without worrying that I've had a drink. I have got other places in mind, but this I think is the quietest. The others are a bit second rate, but if I have to move to there, so be it. Right, I think I'll open a beer. Well, this was very much a, what should I say, a test operation, a test trip, and I've sort of like learnt a couple of things already. One, I need to bring like a small foam sit pad or something like that I can put on the tailgate. It's a perfect height for sitting on. It's also a useful table, so I don't want to cover all of it, but I just need a square about this big to sit on, to make it a bit more comfy, and it's a bit cold on the old bum as well. So that's one thing. And the other thing is the Sunblesser Bivy light in here. Hang on, get some light. Is absolutely perfect, but the inside of here is carpeted. Most of the metal fixings are aluminium, so the magnet part doesn't stick to it. So what I might do is fix a metal plate in the middle somewhere. I can do that. It would give a much better spread of light. For the time being, it's just on the windowsill. But that's what I wanted to do this trip. before I did anything proper, shall we say. I wanted to just try it out. It's the only way to realise what you need, what you've brought that you didn't need. So yeah, a worthwhile trip so far, and I've only been here a couple of hours. The one handy thing that I have found, because, you know, obviously I'm here, it's winter time, long dark nights, on my own, can't have a fire. I like having a fire to keep myself occupied, but can't have a fire. I was worried about getting bored, so I brought my Kindle. So, get the Kindle out, open it up, battery's flat. Luckily I had my charging cable, and of course, here with the truck, plug it in the USB port, charge up the Kindle. Which also means, of course, I can charge up camera, you know, charge up anything else that I need. It's very handy having a diesel powered charger with you. But so far the experience has been fun. I have got like a bug net attachment I can fit on the back of here. It doesn't fit perfectly. It's meant for like estate cars really. This is too big. I might have to modify it, but I can get it to work, so that'd be cool for the summer. Obviously won't need that for months. And at some point I'm also going to try rigging a tarp, fixing it to the roof bars and coming out over this glass window, out that way. Probably, oh, it'll probably still go another 5 or 6 feet, and have it on maybe the walking poles out there. So I've got a bit of an outdoor area if I wanted to do something, you know, that I can't do here. Just have a bit more sort of sheltered space if it's wet. But that's all stuff to play with in the future. Well, I'm propped up in my sleeping bag. I'll do a bit more reading and then take my top off and go to sleep. And we'll see how this works out. Right, time for bed. Had enough reading, tired eyes now. It's about 10 o'clock-ish. It's dropped cold outside. It's actually not bad in here. I should be fine. Hopefully, I won't see you again until the morning. Good morning. It's early. It's about 5:30. That's okay. I've done, what, 7 hours-ish sleep. Slept well. I was nice and warm. And I only woke up now because I needed a wee. But I'm actually quite wide awake, so I'm just considering, seeing as my accommodation is mobile, whether to head back into town and go up on the cliffs and see if I can get some footage of the sunrise. I've got about half an hour, I think, to make the decision. Make a coffee, I'll have a think about it, and then I just might do that. It's not very often I'm up for sunrise. Right, we're up on top of the cliff, and it's cold. I'm not sure if you can make it out on camera, but it's actually foggy as well. So the sunrise might be a no-go. I've got the kettle on, gonna have a brew, give it a bit of time and see if the fog clears. Who knows? I'm here now, I might as well try it. Well, the fog's started to pull out a little bit. Maybe I will get that sunrise. Birds have started. Don't know whether you can hear them. Starting to make things out at a longer distance, so it's obviously pulling out a little bit. Don't know whether it comes out on camera, but there's a light in the distance over there, out in the sky, it looks like. That's the power station at Dungeness. That's a long way off. See that? Red lights there is the radar station for the Coast Guard. So yeah, it is starting to get light. What time do we have? 20 to 7. I think sunrise is about 1/4 past. I'll come back to you if it works. Well, all the best laid plans and all of that. That's looking exactly where the sun should be. As you can see, fully light now. But as we're looking out over the sea, it's quite foggy out there, at range. The sun's there somewhere. Never mind. I tried. There's always another time. Well, that's the first truck camp complete. All in all, it went well. Learnt a few things, but an enjoyable experience. No sunrise. Well, there was sunrise, but you couldn't see it. Never mind. Now it's light. People are starting to turn up here. It's a very popular sort of dog walking area. So there's a few people about now, so I'm going to pack up, bugger off home and start editing this video. Thanks for watching.